Hey, welcome to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I know we're late tonight. Been a crazy guess what? Last couple of weeks, all that fun stuff. So I know we've not been at standard times by any means. Lately, I had to work really late last Monday. But we did do the bonus stream with Southern Distilling, of course, on Wednesday with Vienna Barger, which was great. If you hadn't got a chance to check out the stream with her, go check that out from this past Wednesday. Hey, Spencer, good to see you there. All these good fun things. So we finally made it. Got home from the karate for Bell and all that good stuff, and we're gonna get to it. Pour some barrel picks, hey Andy, and talk about Valentine's Day and all the other crap that's been going on lately, which has been a lot, which is a good thing. Let's see, look at the proofs here, just to make sure. So I forgot one of the bottles, unfortunately, at the castle. I grabbed these two, but forgot one. The Stranahans pick. I will talk about it though, because it's probably the best Stranahan picks I've had. So we can get a few more people in here. Hey Donald, good to see you there. So like I said, there's a few picks that are currently actually out, and some people that actually wanted it. Not yet. Hopefully in 2 months, Andy, she'll have her black belt. So yeah, it's at the castle. We have two really, really good Stranahan picks we have right now. And the reason I want to talk about is they're actually available for you guys if you are locally or you have a friend that can get you them. So our buddy Andy, who owns the store Noctis, which is a brand new liquor store here in Hurst, Texas. It's at the corner of Norwood and Harwood, right next to Cafe Mede, which is a fantastic Mediterranean by name. Obviously, it's a Greek Turkish place. Really, really good food. And it's BYOB, so you can go next door to Noctis and get yourself a bottle of something to enjoy with your meal, which is always a great choice. Oh, dude, the rum tasting was really great. Hey, a little old-fashioned. And we'll definitely talk about the rum tasting because those were all single barrels, and they were all really good. I think my favorite was probably Belize and Fiji. Really great stuff. And, of course, the Jamaican one was fun, too. So, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. We'll get going on all that stuff. So we did was a couple. So let's see. I guess we haven't met since we've done 2 events since then. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been insane. So we had Stranahans come with their head blender. Guess what was that? A couple weeks ago now? Here's 2 weeks ago. Sorry. That was the 28th of January. And that was really great stuff. Snowflake, by the way, if you never had a chance to try it, it's awesome. We do have a bottle of it at the castle now. So if you do want to come down there and take an amazing class about Stranahans or American Single Malt in general, that can definitely be one of the ones you can learn about on one of the upper tiers, obviously being that it's made 1 day per year. And that's it. People sometimes wait in a line for a week to get it. We were very kind enough that Justin brought us a bottle to have for us to teach people about. So it is there. So it's we also the 10-year, and then of course we did a couple of picks. Also their standard yellow, blue. Now the black, which is interesting, that the black used to be be batches. Well, apparently now it's a one-time annual release, and the current one we have is in Caribbean rum casks. So that was pretty good. So Southern Head Full Plate, which might be good because I'd be mad I can't get it. Yeah, and the one that they had this year is really good. That we had that he brought us. It's like PX and Oloroso, and just delicious. And then I think 3 or 4 other wine casks, Sauternes and port. I don't know. It was some wild. It was like 6 different finishes. It was freaking phenomenal. And then last year's, which I'm hopefully he said he'd get me a sample of from last year. I guess 2023 was a prior peated Lefroy cask. So I definitely want to see if I can get a chance to try that at some point. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, so Andy, like I said, Noctis is our liquor store partner, and he gives a little bit come to our events discounts, which is really great. So you're gonna have the masterclass there, and you want to buy some stuff that is talk about that. Even he can give you a discount, and you can go pick it up at his store later on, the next day or whatever. So I read that the new release is new committee release is going to be €72. That would be pounds. Sorry, pounds. That'd be nice. Hey, Mike, good to see you there. But yeah, so this Stranahan's pick that Andy picked is 115 proof, 116 proof, something like that. It's probably the best Stranahan picks I've ever had. And I like, obviously, I like Stranahan. I wouldn't have them there if I didn't. But yeah, Stranahans really was just this phenomenal. If you like a really good single malt, it's got a really awesome peach note to it. It's phenomenal. And it also has some of those tropical fruits you guys know that I love on Irish. It's got some of those on there too. So it's a really stellar pick. And the best part, it's like $55. So it's super reasonable. He also has a Blue Peak pick, which I think is at 110 proof. Also excellent. So to me, and I think he's only selling that for like $45. Hey, Justin, good to see you there. Hopefully, we'll be having Justin out with him and some friends and family for a private class soon. So that will be great. So looking forward to that, of course. Yeah, so go see Andy's new store. He's just opened. He's been open for about a week now. Noctis Liquor, so he's awesome. Go check him out. He's got several other picks coming. We helped him pick a Buffalo Trace pick the other day. That should be in the next few weeks. So that'll be barrel, I think, number, I want to say it's 83, I think, the one it's going with. So yeah, so that'll be one we helped consult on, so it'll be good. So his favorite sandwich was a staff pick, banana foster, sweet and unusual, really nice. Oh yeah, that sounds really good, Spencer. Yeah, so there'll be lots of good stuff there. Trying to work the day with about 16 people. Hey, but it's all good. I understand, Justin. We'll get there. It's all good. It'll be a good time. It'll be totally worth it, and you guys have a blast. So that's what matters. But we get the schedules together. Just gotta get it out there. All right. See. So that is the pick now. Like I said, unfortunately, I have it, so I'll bring it next week so you guys can show you guys. Let's see. So we had Stranahans, and then we just had Holmes Key out. Damn it. Too much working and other stuff. Yeah, it's a Blue Pete pick, Spencer. Yeah, I know, right? It's wild, and it's really good. Yeah, exactly. We can't wait either, Justin. It'll be great. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't know Spencer they have Blue Peaks either, but yeah, they have a Blue Peak pick now, and it's really good. And I think it's like $45. So you can get both of them for $100. It's a really good set. They're great picks. But go see him. Awesome store. Everything's reasonably priced. Even his allocated stuff, super reasonable. Everything's retail. He's not ripping you off on anything. He also has got a lot of cool crap you wouldn't have in most stores. It's a bigger store. It's not as big as like a Total Wine or anything like that, but it's a really good sized store for a mom and pop. So anybody that's been here to town, that's been to Mirage, think Mirage, but like probably about 4 times that size. So good times. Spencer, how do you get one of those? We can, I'm sure, help you out with that. Yes, definitely has some great scotch for sure. Yeah, he's gonna have a hell of a selection. And also, if you do want something from Andy, Andy's also happy to order just about anything you want, as long as he can get a hold of it from a distributor. And he's got all sorts of cool crap that most will never carry. So he's got raw casks from Blackadder. He's got Bimber. He's got a bunch of different Japanese things. He's got stuff from Korea. He's got stuff from all over the world. Just really cool stuff most places don't carry, and then good stuff. And some really good, obviously bourbons, rye, and all the other regular whiskeys and not so regular ones. So he's got a lot of good, fun stuff in there. So that's that one. All right, the next really cool pick we got. Now, this is so these other things for Valentine's Day. That's the other reason we want this is if you've got that special someone in your life and you need a Valentine's gift, these are really great single barrel picks that are available currently. So another one we got a hold of now, our buddy Feroz, anybody that's been to the castle knows who he is. He even got his picture on this one, which is pretty cool. So, he's the captain here. Beautiful. Yeah, it's selected by the HMFIC Feroz. This is his pick. He actually won the right to go buy a barrel up there this past summer. So everybody in that pick is awesome. One girl on this pick committee was actually also Liquor Hound. So this is a phenomenal bottle. So that's not just me. There's lots of people on this pick that are incredible. So if you do want one of these, we can put you in contact with that group, and they can certainly take care of you on that as well. But New Eagle Rare 12, I didn't even see that yet, Andy. Is that you have to tell me about that. I've missed that one. I usually am pretty up to date on these things, but I have not seen that story pop up in my feed anywhere. I did see that Jack Daniels had a collapse of part of one of their warehouses today, though. So that's not good. So I wanted to give you guys some tasting notes on this. And yeah, this is definitely one of the best picks. A 90 proof 12-year-old. So what is okay? is that just because they put too much tenure down and and now with the glut coming, they really just need to get rid of something instead of making a 12-year-old? What are they going to charge for it? If it's going to be like $40, okay. Or are they going to charge some asinine thing and it's going to be some allocated bullshit that I can't get anyway, and I'm not going to care? That's the only other question on that. So yeah, this has got really nice baking spices, some chocolate fudge, some citrus. Oh, it's got some nice little eucalyptus in there, which is interesting that it's, obviously it's 107 proof, being that's Weller Antique. So Glenmo went 12, so ER going order 2. I heard the fate of the 10 era. Yeah, interesting to hear that though. Yeah, I knew Glenmorangie had gone from a 10 to a 12 now. I guess I haven't tried the new 12 from Glenmorangie. I need to have Glenmorangie come out and do an event with us. I think that would be fun. Yeah, we're gonna talk about. We have lots of events that have now been planned since we talked 2 weeks ago. Shit's coming out of the woodwork, which is good for all of us. All right, let's give you some actual tasting notes, just nosing. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so you got lots of that same. Think of like a fudge brownie, like chocolate chips on top of that. It's nice and chewy. It's got a little bit of molasses in there, little lemon lime. It's freaking delicious. Yeah, that's a really, really great pick, though. Got a really nice mouthfeel to it. It's good stuff. Plus, it's got a cool sticker on it. And it's red for Valentine's Day. So, I mean, that's another good thing about that one. And like I said, the people involved in it are quite good. So, it would definitely be a unique one to have we compared when we did this. So when they brought this back around Christmas time, we compared like 5 or 6 different ones of these. Now, is this going to be as good as one from the 80s? No, that's not fair. But it's pretty damn good. Definitely of new stuff. This is definitely one of the best picks I've had. This is definitely going to be the best cork Weller Antique pick I've had. Let's put it that way. Because obviously we've had some really great screw tops, and then even this is better than some of the screw tops I've had. So it is saying a lot. But yeah, it's really, really great stuff. But yeah, it's opened up quite nicely. It's even got a little of those like cotton candy dots in there. Nice baking spices. Yeah, it's just really, really good. It's one of those ones that disappears too easily and could get you in trouble. So it means it's really good, which I appreciate. I thoroughly enjoy that. All right, so let's go. So let's see what else. The Holmes key stuff was really good. So we got to have rum. The funny part is a lot of people that came to this were like, most of them only had they've had Bacardi, they've had Malibu, Captain Morgan, never really had any good rum. So they're like, oh, you sure? Someone's like, look, it's whiskey drinkers rum. You're going to like it, I promise. So like, I hate rum. I'm like, just come, trust me. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. It's really good. And I already ordered 4 bottles. I'm like, I told you. So we had one from Australia, one from Jamaica, one from Fiji, one from Belize, one from what the hell was the other 2 from? Top of my head. But yeah, so they were all anywhere from Barbados was a 4 square, and Venezuela. So yeah, some were column stills, some were pot stills. Of course, the ones I like the best were the pot stills. No surprise. Some really unique. They use really unique stills in these places. So just then some different types of stills for these rums. We get to learn all about the history of rum, which is cool because I didn't know squat about that. And then different rules for like the country. So that was super. Yeah, so it was a really good class. Like I said, there was some really, and none of the prices were crazy. The cheap stuff was about $85. The most expensive was around $160. So of course, the one I liked the most was the one that was $160. No surprise, because I think it was a 17-year Fiji, and that was just tremendous. But the Belize one was really good. And that was like 120. Jay, there, Donner Pass. Good to see. Ooh, a knock 18. That's a good choice. We do know a knock. We should. You know what? I need to. Let me talk to them. I'd love to have a knock come out. That would be fun. Although I did hear bad news, guys. I heard they're gonna start show filtering and bringing some down the proof down on the knocks, which displeases me. But it is what it is. Same thing, I guess, with some of the spay burn stuff. So it is what it is. So we'll go from there. Yeah, I know. It sucks, right? Ooh, if I bought a 60-year-old Cuban rum, it was. I bet it was, Andy. That's cool. Oh, this Russell's. That's the Russell. It's not open. It's a Russell's 15. This was left over from the bourbon of the year after King of Kentucky, which was amazing. But that's just there. So that's a fun thing you can certainly take for the classes. What's next to this? RD1. This one? It's RD1. That's the next pick we're going to talk about. And yeah, so. But yeah, so we learned about lots of really good runs. And then, of course, we'll bring things, how it is at the end of the stuff. People brought some other picks from them, and we had some other runs from other places around the world. Had some really fun, great runs I never would have had. Other square bottle. This one? This one's another RD1. It's just a small one. And then there's a 4 rows of small batch select that's sitting up here. There's a Eagle Rare pick. And there's a canister for a Black Bull 21. And then there's a Michter's 10 and a Granny's Rich Reserve and an Old Forester birthday bourbon sitting up there. Oh, weird Blad. Now, all my Blad knocks are up at the castle. Do have lots of them now, though, which is good. But so, yeah, they are there, and they are delicious. But the big announcement, of course, is tickets are going to sell tomorrow. Will be the massive new thing that, because since I told you guys we are officially part of the trail, we are on the website now for Texas Whiskey Trail, part of the Texas Whiskey Association, and we're going to have Texas Independence Day. RD1 Kenobi, there you go, Richard. Exactly. If you guys, of course, haven't checked out Richard, go check out Richard, his Whiskey Provisionar, and his amazing stuff down there. I will be in Austin. I know it's not on Monday, Richard, but if we can figure something out, I'll be there March 12th to the 14th, doing the Texas Whiskey Festival judging. So we can work something out while I'm in town. Love to do your show, or maybe we could do it after hours when the tea room closes or whatever. Figure something out with you. But anyway, so on March 1st, we are going to be having the bunch for Texas Independence Day. A bunch of Texas distillers come out and hang out. Basically, do a own little mini festival for Independence Day. So already committed is Iron Root, Balcones, Bent, Still Austin, Andalusia, and Real Spirits, and probably working on a couple others. And then we also want to promote this. We also really want to promote the trail to be able to do that because there's so many distilleries on it, and hopefully we can grab some other, at least bottles from the other distilleries because there's only so much amount of room. And then we'll continue to hopefully bring all the distilleries back for their own individual events and bring in more Texas distilleries throughout the year to do stuff with everybody. So we really want to start really heavily focusing on Texas stuff to bring people around and get them to do the trail, and then to hopefully go visit those distilleries as well if they get a chance. So you should get the knock soon. The 18 is being replaced with the return of the 6, but yes, Loybe initial. 20 with the Get Tree now Sunday. Oh man, dude, I love all those Anox too, Donner Pass. Thankfully I have them. They're all old, but they're all really good. Yeah, the Journal article on Spayburn and Anox decisions was so good. Okay, I'll have to you have to send the article to me, Andy. I haven't read that yet. It's been a very, very busy at work and very busy with whiskey stuff. All in good ways, just having a whole lot of time to do anything else beyond these things. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just really, really freaking busy. So that's March 1st. Maybe another thing in between, working on some stuff. Let's see. What I can definitely tell you is the next one after that, for sure, which is another really big one we picked up. Now, if any of you have been to the castle, you know that one of our favorites that I've talked to is also my Irish of the Year. Ballykeith's founder is going to come from Ireland. If you guys haven't heard of Ballykeith is one of the best kept secrets there is in Irish whiskey. Not only do they make great Irish whiskey, they also make great Irish vodka and great Irish gin. If you're in anything Irish, you are going to want to be at this event. It's going to be a Friday night, April 11th, with their founder. Seriously, some of the best Irish I've ever had, and it's super reasonably priced. It's like $65 a bottle. And their gins and vodkas are like 30 and 35, so super reasonable on those, and they're just phenomenal. It sounds made up. Yeah, no, it's a wild. The vodka is a 6 times pot distilled vodka, which it sounds ridiculous, but every time people tell us they don't like vodka, we bring it out. They're like, "Holy shit, this is actually good." So it's funny. We were doing the same thing again on Saturday night. People with that same thing with the gin. They use all these local botanicals, but instead of using a gin basket, they actually put the botanicals inside the still. Everything actually and it goes up and distills right through the vapors inside the still. So great stuff. So that's the other great one coming up. That'll be April 11th. Then on May 4th, our Cinco de Mayo party, we're going to be having what's it? Tierra Noble will be there, which is going to be really fun. Really great tequilas. Once again, not the crap you went to college with and made you vomit. It's actually really good tequila that you're going to want to try. Have you ever had Finnish whiskey Creo? I don't think I've ever had it, but I've heard of it. Would like to try it. It's about 3 Nocatines stock. I have 2 each Speyburn. Yeah, good choice on our pass on the Inox and the Speyburns. I should probably do the same thing. I need to get a Speyburn 15 because they're pretty much gone. I know where a couple are. We may have to pick those up because that's the one thing that is missing currently from the castles of 15. Everything else we got from Speyburn, which fabulous stuff, but new stuff. You know how that goes. It is what it is. All right, another great news store I want to talk to you guys about. That like I said, we're just yes. Oh, Donald, that's a good pickup. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So I did try the new Jameson is the triple with chestnut cask, bourbon, and cherry cask. It's $30. It's freaking awesome. If you see it, buy it. It's great. Like that is definitely one of the best new things Jameson with the Jameson name on it that's reasonably priced that they've come out with in a long time. I need to get a ball and do a full review for you guys. So yeah, I need to tell the Jameson rep and just send me one so we can get that reviewed. But no, I really was impressed with it because the Jameson rep he's like for Republic or whatever. It wasn't the actual rep because apparently the Jameson rep hasn't been here in a long time. I would love to have Jameson come do a class. We'd be happy to. Bushmill says they'll do one for us, so we're working to have Bushmills come over, which would be awesome. I have heard the rumor too that Guinness is for sale. Was it Diageo owns them? I don't know. I guess we'll see. But there's a lot of crap. Our friends at Edgerton, some of our buddies got laid off the other day. They were for Highland Park, unfortunately. So if you're in there looking for some really great help, we got our friend that was laid off by Edgerton the other day. So that sucks. Great at whiskey. So hopefully we can get them taken care of and hopefully find them a job. Try that triple show. I've seen a couple of people talking about it just to know how much about it. Saw it look like. Yeah, dude, Spencer, dude, it's really good. I'm really impressed. Yeah, right. Justin, well, yeah, you got a good point. Well, how are working really hard to tank their brand. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like they can't decide what the hell they want to be. And it's like, yeah, so I think in the country, then they let 30 people go, unfortunately, and it being like their highest producers. I'm like, so because they made more, because obviously they sold more shit, so their commissions were better. I'm like, so that's logical, but whatever. It's Judge be super selling Guinness given their scale figures right now. I agree, Donald. I think it would be foolish to sell Guinness, but I don't know. There's like I said, the whole world of whiskey right now and spirits in general or alcohol is going to be a shit show. So we shall see. I guess we'll see those all rolls out in the next year or two. See what happens. Oh wow, they're going for $22 at Total Wine out there, Donner Pass. Shit, pick it up. You'll like it. It's really good. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's going to be on sale here in a few weeks. I need to get one. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Why would you have to give it the stable cash flow again? It's who I guess they must need stuff. The non-alcohol beer is super popular, and that's true. It is. Um, I mean, I have tried that. I have not tried it. Now I don't know. You guys have seen those nasty looking non-alcoholic booze replacements, but they want like $35 for them. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying you $35 for booze replacement. It's stupid. I would think they would be, Spencer. That Guinness should perpetually be popular no matter what. That to me, that's the same as like, wow, let's get rid of Miller Lite or something like that. I mean, it's it's far. I mean, obviously they're very different beers, but as far as being a staple, if someone says, let's say they know eight names of beers in the whole world, Guinness is going to be one of them. It just is. 8 to 10 billion. So their stock is down. Like, yeah, that's true, Andy, and that's the problem. Is they're down 40%. But it's not just them. Moet Hennessy's way down. Pernod Ricard's down. Everybody's. It's the only people that are up is a handful of craft that are just happen to be doing well. Everybody else, like the big guys, they're not doing great, unfortunately, and that's just part of the deal, and it sucks. But yeah, I guess you know. So especially we're talking about things that are going to be going down for Valentine's Day. You should get some knock or spay burns before they are knocked down. But yeah, that is a big number, right? Yeah. How does that help your stock if you sell your biggest asset? I agree. Meanwhile, Buffalo Trace is sold. Haha, that's funny. Oh. Speaking of Buffalo Trace, I imagine most of you have had these around the country at this point in time. So most of you have had the whole what they call it the wild turkey. That's the 15-year wild turkey that's made up at Buffalo Trace from a few years ago, but they used some shitty yeast that was not their yeast and not Wild Turkey's yeast. Everybody's had them. I've tried a few of them. Personally, wasn't impressed. They're charging like $225 to $250 a bottle. I wouldn't give you $50. So, but that's just my thing. Dustin, you tried them. The ones I've tried were not impressive. I was like, they were all mad at best. Yeah, this Buffalo Turkey bullshit. Whatever we got here, I've tried like 5 or 6 of them now. All were okay at best. Hey, Big Vic, you guys, check out Big Vic. Go check out Vic. Of course, also check out Dustin for his top shelf as well for some other great people here in the whiskey business community. Let's see here, 10,000 per barrel. Yeah, pass. Yeah, it's so sad that Inverhouse is completely moving it from presenting whiskey for nerds and going to mass market will swill direction bottle player Old Polney and Oxford. Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. Oh, okay. And the thing is, of course, a lot of them are single barrels, and so maybe you got some better ones, which is good. But like you said, for $300, exactly, absolutely. Hey, David, good to see you there. Let's see. But speaking of, did you see the new Orphan Barrel 7-year Kentucky Bourbon? No, I haven't seen that one yet. What's it called, Dustin? The last one I saw that came from Orphan Barrel was another one of their scotches. But I haven't seen a new bourbon from them. I think the last bourbon one was I don't know what was bourbon. There was an 18-year, like a fairy or pixie or some shit flying around the front of it. It was purplish, but I never tried. I don't know if it was any good or not. I never got to it. But whatever. It is what it is. So, let's see. Well, I got this pour. So the other big thing is, we got another new liquor store here. Now this is on the far side of Fort Worth, so not exactly anywhere near where we are. This is called Liquor Library. It's another upscale, really nice store. Sells pretty much at retail. Daniel Josie owns this store. Really, they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. This is actually a pick of his, which is an RD1 and a French oak. This is at 4-year-old plus at 121.64. This is his pick, so it is currently available at his store. Oh, it was Dickel? Oh, no. Glad I didn't try that then. No thanks. Orville Fang Pursuit Bourbon. I just want to know what the source is. Yeah, I agree there, Dustin. And some of them tell you and some of them don't, like you said, on what the hell they're from. Oh, that's what it was reading. I guess they're shutting down What storage at Sitzel Weller now that Orphan Barrel uses, or the bottling line, they're shutting that down as another way to save money. And of course, who else is getting shut down? I was reading about. I know we all know that Brown Forman closed their cooperage. Oh, the 14 or 10, I haven't tried that. I saw it, but I never tried it. I don't want to pay $175 for a 14-year independent bottler. That was, I think, 90 proof. So, I'd like to try it, but I wouldn't want to buy a bottle. All right. Obviously, if you guys like French oak, smells, really, if you like, I think the best way, if you've had Balcones French oak, now obviously flavors me very different as being a Kentucky bourbon, being a single malt, but it's got that back end of that French oak. Yeah, I totally agree, Dustin. They've got to up the proof. 90 proof is bullshit. Yeah, they're slowly depleting the barrels so well. Once the orphan barrels are gone, it's closed. Right. Last orphan barrel saw was a Scotch woven. Yeah, that's it, David. That was it. Woven something. Yeah. Whatever that one was, I don't remember, but I know that's the one. That's the last one I think I saw. That's good too. Obviously, your French oak's going to stand out on that. Nice and spicy, which typical French oak. Some really nice molasses and honey, vanilla, oak. That's pretty solid. Stand up really nicely in a cocktail, I think, as well. But yeah, us being the proof, it's really quite good. Let's see. The logistics. This will make no sense. It's only used to age its bottles elsewhere so they can move it a lot. Shut down, but barrels sold and gone. Yeah. Wild. The other elephant in the room of whiskey is trade policy. Who knows, that will play out like an episode of Bonsai at this point. I think most of that's just strategic tactics. I don't see that actually ever happening. We'll see. Seems pointless, but I get it from a trade standpoint that you want to use as a what do you want to call it, a deal tactic, which does make sense because it clearly worked as far as what they wanted for the time being. So we shall see. I'll pay a lot for my interest. The next barrel pick we do want to do, though, guys, we do want to do a 4-gate pick, and I think we're looking at doing an 8. I think I want to say it's an 8-year double oaked 4 roses is what we're looking at doing. So I think now, granted, they're going to be like $200 a bottle. If that's something you guys want to do, we need to get enough people ahead of time that say they want one in order to do it. But that might be something fun, you guys, if that's something you guys would be interested in doing. It says Ralph did a Patreon video about Brown for moving to automated barrel production and the problems associated with getting rid of human coopers, leaky barrels. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, because coopering, just like whiskey making, I realize it can be at a factual level, but there's that human element. It's an art making barrels, and I know usually coopers. That's usually multi-generational. That they're 4 or 5 generations of family been coopers, and that's just in their blood to be coopers. And any mean tariffs and the counter tariff? Yes, right. Yeah, the counter. Yeah. But Dustin, we know ways around that, so I'm not super worried about it from my personal standpoint. But we'll see. Yeah, no, we'll have Bill send us samples. Who owns, of course, is one of the owners of 4-gate, and see how many it's going to produce, and then go from there. And the good news about 4-gate is everybody could get it from here because we'd have them ship it out for you guys. So anybody here could get it, which would be good. It's not just something you could just get here in Texas. We would have to deal with that. It would just be sent through like they do all the other 4-gate, like Seal Box or whatever, for our group, and then everybody could get it, which would be good. Agreed, Dustin. That's true. Just look at Gur Buckley at Middleton for. Yeah, I heard. The Coopers are closing down in Scotland as well. That's not good. I heard that Jameson's selling off Method and Madness as well, which is wild. Now I realize that's just their tiny experimental distillery there, but it's craziness. It seems like the Wild Wild West right now of who's closing, who's selling, who's changing their whiskey. It's something else, and it just seems to be like domino affecting horribly. But we'll see. Hopefully, it stops sooner than later, and people. We need to get these damn young kids a drink. That's the real problem. So I think that's a solution there. Are rudderless, right? Yeah. Yeah, and it's not good. It is not good. How do they have a metric shipment of cash for the last 5 years? That's a good point, Dustin. You're right. You went through this massive boom where you couldn't hold on to this shit. You had to load the agent or take them off, in fact, on a lot of things. You're right. Where the hell did it all go? That's a good question. I mean, was it all paid out to people? Now, or did you just simply reinvest it and you're building a bunch of warehouses? Now you can't get rid of it. And you put, too many barrels down. And obviously, I know when you lay down barrels, you're really judging for what's the market going to be anywhere from 6 years to 25 years, depending obviously what you're laying down, going to be. And it's a guess. And that is part of the problem. And I think that's it. It's stupid amounts of stocks, and they had huge upgrades to visitor centers and buying brands. I think that's exactly it, Andy. Was it Buffalo Trace built 20 freaking warehouses in the last couple years? Holy shit. They bought and I think that's a good point too, Dustin. They bought way too many small distilleries and they overdid the new production, but master whiskey is cheap as hell. And especially in bourbon. And the simple reason being it's a column still. It is 24/7. I realize obviously we can't beat age and that's to sit in the barrel and all that stuff. But as far as actual production, you're right. It is super easy and just produce that shit all day and night. And like you said, they doubled production, which is good and bad, obviously, at this point in time. But at the same time, we might get some pretty nice shit here in the next few years. So who knows? It says Middleton spent 250 million euro on expansion from six times 75 million liter pastilles to 12. Holy shit. Well, that's a good reason. That's true too. And that's true too, Dustin. Right? That's how you could buy 12-year-old Scotch for $30. Yeah, because I remember I was buying like good examples, Tomatin. And it hasn't gone up that much in price. I'd buy Tomatin 12, $28, and that was just standard. And you could get several of them around that. So that's good too. Use freedom units. I'm sure it's whatever the article says. Oh, it's too funny. I guess so. It's Ireland. Yeah. Yes, I have some. Yeah, Compass Box, and of course we've lost Spice Tree, we've lost the Spaniard. I have not tried the new ones yet. I don't know what the heck they're called. We are going to have an event with Spice Tree, with Compass Box at some point this year. We shall see. Right. And part of the problem and you would think, especially with Compass Box, part of their problem is they don't have access to the Diageo portfolio they used to have access to. That's their big problem right now, is they don't have access and they don't have the old stuff they used to have access to because it doesn't exist anymore. And that's the other problem. Freedom just doesn't compute. The new heavy sherry's real good. Okay. Yeah. But like I said, we'll have them come in. It should be fun. Just bought the wife a Toyota Sienna van with all the bells and whistles. Going to be drinking my collection for the next 3 to 4 years to pay off the debt as soon as possible. Hoping the prices crash by then. Donner Pass, I don't blame you. Speaking of 4, they still only have released 2 bottlings since 2024. Yeah, I don't know. Stupid SQs. Yes, they're doing. Yeah, I get it. There's all sorts of weird issues, Dustin. You're right on that too. At least, their shit's really good. At least, that's one thing I can say about 48. Yeah, it's expensive. It's also fucking good. That's one of the big differences. Whereas a lot of these other brands that are at $200, they suck. They're not great. I mean, we've tried multiple things. It's like, ugh. And it's the bigger brands. It's not the smaller ones that are doing it. And may not be too, but like, why the hell is Booker's $130? No. Why the hell is High West Miners Ram up to $170? it's not even good anymore. Yes, I totally agree. It's just 4 days actually does a value added. Exactly. It's shit you want to drink, and you're going to get a good pour every time you pour it. Whereas if I get Booker's most of the time, it's not going to be great. Or if I get, just so many of these just bullshit allocated crap that's not good. Or look at fucking, was it Masters Keep or the Masters Collection? What the hell? They can keep most of that crap. It's not even remotely worth the price. Finishing witches. Yeah, no, I agree. Finishing witches is definitely a skill because that's just you can ruin it really easy, and as many of them have. Say 20, you got a Daytona 2019, 20,000 miles still. Oh, nice. That's not bad. That's cool. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when they were pretty close in price. Yeah, we go price for 13. Well, look, let's. Most of the Wild Turkey stuff has gotten out of control. That's the problem. Did you see Parker's Heritage going for 500? Oh, fuck that. No. The last Parker Heritage I bought a few years ago, what was that, like $120? Yeah, that's crazy. No. Yeah, I don't blame you, Andy. It's exactly what you're supposed to do as long as you can get it to go. Hey, Mr. Bob, good to see you there. Northeast Oklahoma. Ah, very nice. I assume the beautiful near Tulsa, Broken Arrow region over there. I really wish I could get my BMW flipped into a Toyota, but I didn't get something older with more miles. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, those 4Runners are damn good vehicles. I do agree with that. One of our buddies driving, yeah, I think he's got, what's he got on there? Like 240,000 on it, something like that. Still runs great. So, it's good. Yeah, exactly. I just maintain the thing. That's the biggest key. Most of us don't do the basic maintenance, and that's the problem. And a lot of it you can do yourself. It's not hard. Watch a YouTube video and take care of it. Change your filters, change your oil, change your the different things you need in there. It's just not that bad. I'd probably agree with you on that too, Donald. That's why, yeah, most people I know that had Ninjas prior, they were great. New ones I wouldn't buy. I totally agree. Yeah, buy Mercedes, buy Genesis, buy somebody else, buy buy Lexus, Toyota, whatever. BMW is not on the list. Okay, well, I'm glad they've gotten better then, because there was a while they were just crap. Of course, obviously, for a long time, they were unbelievably well-made cars. Just sadly, that's not the case at this point in time. Let's see. Oh, and of course, Virginia Distilling is coming October 3rd with Amanda Beckworth, who's their master distiller. So that's the one that I know way out for you guys. But just so you can plan it, it's a Friday night, and it will be awesome because it's Amanda. If you guys haven't seen any of our Amanda's been on the show, I think 3 or 4 times now. Go back and watch her. She's freaking fabulous. Okay, cool. Just south of Tulsa and Broken and Emulgee. Okay, 30 minutes south of Tulsa. Okay, cool. Well, because we'll be up in that area in a few months for my brother's 40th birthday party. So cool. Because he's up in Broken Arrow and we've got a massive fireworks show for his 40th. Should be a good time. Still have oil leak issues, but it's actually not expensive to resolve. It's just address it. Oh, that's good then. Yeah, I mean, we use full synthetic just so we can go longer. That's what I usually use because it's just a good idea. It is more expensive, but it makes your car last a hell of a lot longer. So yeah, we use full synthetic, but it's good. See, hold on. I want an alternator bracket with plastic cooling journals going through it. Timing change with plastic guides. They can get buggered. Oh, speaking of that, so that's another thing we had to deal with last week. My wife has a 2010 Hyundai Veracruz, great car. But there's a recall on the damn thing, and so she comes home from work. It's got this horrible burning smell. Well, apparently the T valve started leaking all over the fucking place, all over the alternator and crap. So we had it towed to the damn dealership, who can go fuck themselves. They fixed it, didn't cost us anything, but it's like they're just such dicks. It wasn't even funny. It's like, what's wrong with you people? And then to make matters worse, they fix it. Thank God, it only took like 4 days. But we get it back, and the damn fob doesn't work. And I'm like, what the hell? They're like, oh, your hood and the sensor's broken. I'm like, the fuck it is. Worked fine when I brought it in here. Like, oh, it could have gone bad. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. So I come to find out the idiots had depressed the alarm key, or the alarm button, into the fob. So once I got it unstuck, it works just fine. It's because they're idiots. I want to charge us $500. So I'm like, no. It's fucking dealership assholes. Yeah, Tasha's really struggling right now. Let's see. Yeah, I agree exactly. When you check NBA, check out Yeah, I've been to CJ's. Yeah, it's a really good store. Yeah, we went to CJ's, and where the hell is he? Took me to a couple different stores when I was there last time. But yeah, that was really good. Oh, where the hell else did we go? Because as I know he said, when he started shopping, that was small, but it's way bigger now. Nice store. But you've been going to another one lately. It was a bigger one, but it was like 20 or 30 minutes away. Park something, I think. I think that's what it was called. Something along those lines. But good stuff. So my biggest right now is one of my parking sensors fell off its bracket. Ugh. And I hand it up in there, or I have to have someone take the bumper off to fix it. Hey, DJ11, good to see you there. Park Hills, that's it. That's a good story. Park Hills. That's a good store. I'll just say the beginning of the thing, but every car I built is like that. Yeah. I only used full synthetic for the last 20 plus years, 10K too long, even with that. Hey, whatever works. Just give me a 2000 Corolla, watch it out, a 2024. You're probably right on that too, Donald. Well, it's okay. It's kind of like this. My big things with cars, especially you take old like stuff from the 60s, 70s, made with steel. Safety wise, so much safer because steel saves lives. Plastic and aluminum kill people, but they don't give a shit because they want it for cafe standards, which is sad. I'm pouring a single barrel. This is an Eagle Rare from Goody Goody. So anyway, yeah, it's like, steel is awesome. But yeah, all this new crap, that's all garbage. Total Wine and More. Okay, nice. Oh, it smells pretty good. Good old Eagle Rare. My biggest problem with the phone is didn't have money for routine maintenance. My wife's about before we've done everything. Well, you can still probably get it back up in. Wine cellar. That's my brother if he's ever been. I don't remember him taking me to wine cellar. I'll have to ask him if he's been to wine cellar. Because they're members at the I can't remember the winery. It's the winery that's right there in Broken Arrow in downtown. Water something, I think it's called. Really good wine. Really like that stuff a lot. I know the members there for years. Last year on Bruichladdich 18, but a second one for Christmas. Love this stuff. Yeah, Bruichladdich 18 is really good. I do agree with that. Want to get a first-gen Porsche. Yeah, okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, I love my 1994 Lincoln Town Car, solid as a rock and driving a couch down the highway. That's true. You got a point there. That Lincoln Town Car is a nice vehicle. I agree with you on that. Nice. It's still a luxury vehicle, even from that time period. It is wild. Nothing but I can ask. I'm assuming it's an issue with the limit of storage. Something could be. Says the American cars in the 70s were built like crap. Some guy named Bobby in a wife beating vest built it between a beer and a 3-hour lunch. Well, that might be true, but steel is great. I just wish we'd take the steel frame of the cars from the 70s, but today's technology in it, those would be the best cars ever. I think that will be something else. Hey, Peter. Newton, good to see you there. A Luxo barge. All right. So I think the maximum was 5 stores. The one in OK will be separate from the national change. True, but yeah, see, Texas the same way, Andy. Every store in Texas has to be owned by someone else. So, like Specs is, I don't know, it's like 30, 40 years old. Everyone's owned by a different family member. Oh, I realize you use the fuel efficiency was standard, but I look for saving lives over fuel efficiency. That's my big thing. Is that steel saves lives? Agree. It's just I think that's the problem. Says the 4.6 liter V8. Those are level engine. Agree. That's how much cars are built. None of them will make it to 100K. Yeah, unfortunately. The best main car still have stupid electronics that won't last forever. Yes, plastic. Yeah, and I agree. Well, cars. Well, yeah, all the safety features for sure. There's no doubt. Like I said, take all those and put steel in. You're good. Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, they're plastic and they don't. Yeah, electronics that's the one thing that sucks. Like you said, it's electronics because mechanically you can fix it yourself. It's the electronics are the problem. Ooh, try some Old Moses Armor and Finish Robert. Ooh, that sounds good. I've not had that, but so try some same old Moses. Have you had that at all, Andy? That old Moses stuff by chance? True, they're heavier. Yet no problem getting into an up and go. I'm so comfortable. Get your comments of everything where I go. You miss stick shifts, yeah. God, I haven't seen a stick shift in. I mean, I know they still make them, honestly, but it's not as much. My wife was hit broadside force on it. It was fine. My 97 car had been broken in half, which is not good. Volvos had those safety features decades before anyone else did. I didn't need you to use heavy steel. Well, there you go. Oh, it's more a motor than a whiskey. Oh, okay, interesting. So I like to try it. This will be fun. Well, it's interesting. Was it Tucker? If you go look at that the cars that guy had, oh my gosh, the seatbelts were a wild thing. But one of the things that's interesting, you think about it, like too, that his engines were in the back, not the front, and it made it so much more efficient that you're pushing rather than pulling the car, and just all the other safety features he had were pretty wild. And of course, most of all been adopted today, but he was way ahead of his time. Or things like intermittent wiper blades, wild stuff, which is cool though. I'll remember this video. God, I was in high school, freshman year in high school. We were watching this video about the Soviet Union, and one of the things when you went into a store in the Soviet Union, if you didn't take your windshield wipers with you, people would steal them. Like you had to take them with you every time. Every time you got to the car to take your damn windshield wipers. I'm like, that's crazy. But I don't know, just random thoughts. Let's see. 1990s, 2000s were the best balance of well-made functionality in the tech machine and clean for burning. Increased standards, lights, rubber complications, reduce. Yeah, that's probably actually pretty accurate. Underpass. Going to get a ball that so turns finished whiskey soon. Cool. Sounds good. How different does Eagle Rare taste than a red? It's pretty different, DJ11. Like, it doesn't, obviously regular Eagle Rare has lots of cherry and medicinal and all that stuff. There's a little bit of that, but it's just sweeter and it's just got a longer finish. It's just a way better bottle. More vanilla, more honey than regular Eagle Rare. And it's actually less oaky than regular Eagle Rare, too. It's just a really good pick. Same old Moses and some as Wonder Folk. Amazing taste from Guthrie, but they're super young. Okay. So even if they made all the plastic cars today, they've made that such that you could easily replace the parts, and 3D printers had designs. That would, that's a good point there, Dustin. I actually really like that idea. If you had it all, if it was made with, then you could take a 3D printer and replace it. That's a great point. Because, if you could replace it yourself, that's definitely be better. Yeah, because, God, it's so crazy expensive. But yeah, if you can work on your own car, it saves you so much freaking money. Say, Tesla doesn't know what a flat bottom trailer is. It made an 18-wheel going Pac-Man on the towing vehicle. Super. How well do we get down this car? I don't know. Here, Spencer. Shit happens. Dudes plus alcohol equals car talk. Yeah, exactly. And next we'll get into, guns and knives or cigars or God knows what else. Shit guys talk about or hot chicks from the 90s, whatever. So, yeah, I think that's right because we're all mid 30s to 50 dudes. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. There, Andy. I think that's probably the really good reason. What's funny is we don't even give a shit about the game from yesterday. I didn't watch it. I don't give a shit. I personally just think it was funny that Taylor Swift got booed. Personally, find that hilarious, and that the Chiefs lost. So good enough for me. I just still don't care. So not everybody wants to hear EVs are 1,000 users cheaper to work on, minus the battery. Yeah, only that one hard part, the battery part. Yeah, no thanks on that. How much would you guys be willing to pay for 2015? Personally, 250. As far as I'm concerned, DJ11. I don't know what's the secondary on one of these nowadays. I'm not really sure. A Czech Charger car like a 6 or 16 badass. I don't remember seeing one when I was there, but that doesn't mean I didn't. I like the Skodas. The Skodas are really nice. The Czech Skoda. It's pretty similar to a BMW, really well made. Really like those. Unfortunately, they don't sell them in the States. Otherwise, I'd probably buy one of those. The two pony their two ponies bourbon is awful. They got screwed and sourced whiskey from a place in Austin. That's horrible. Where'd they source whiskey from in Austin? Who the hell sources in Austin? Who the hell has the whiskey to give out? Yeah, I don't know anything. Oh, you're funny, Spencer. I know some people that like those, but we're not going to talk about them. Even when they're. Hey there, Mark. You got to check out Northwest Bourbon. Another great channel out there. Go check out Mark. I don't know if I told you, Mark. I got a hold of those Heroes editions. That thing is spectacular. That's a Jack Daniels rye. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know. Have you had I didn't take a grab it. It's downstairs. Have you? In fact, that's a single, bro. I should go grab it. Have you had the one that's by the nuclear submarine guy at all, Mark? It's really, really good. If you haven't, let me know. It's quite delicious. God, I roast 287, 450. Okay. It's 250 on the but yeah, it's 250's MSRP. Yeah. Skoda's a Volkswagen now. Really? I did not know they got bought out by Volkswagen. When did that happen, Donald? Yeah, because I was a kid. They were, we would go there. Been there a couple times. I love those things. They were awesome cars. Yeah, it was kind of like you have all the with the single rick houses now. They're all like 200, 250. The SNL Adobe. There you go. The Yugo. Yeah, we remember the Yugo. Bad shit's gonna happen with that. Uh, 6 different ones. Okay, awesome. Very cool. I knew you had a bunch of different ones. I just didn't know if you'd had that particular one or not. But that one's really good. I really want the new Scout, even if it is VW. Okay. I don't even know what that is. I assume that's some newer car. Well, those are delicious. That's the pics I pulled out. I guess I could pull some more from downstairs. Ah, yes. Oh, the brand, the Old Scout brand. Okay. Okay. It's just funny because I was thinking of Old Scout, the whiskey. I'm going, what? But that makes sense. Woodworks is good stuff. That's for sure. We courtesy of Andy, we got to try a bunch of their stuff. It's quite good. How long are we on? An hour. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, those are all barrel picks too. In fact, Andy, here's the Western gin from Woodworks. It's still up here on the bar. It's good stuff. We got some barrel stuff. There's another company that's unfortunately not doing great right now. Barrel. They've dropped a ton of their shit. They've had to cut back their SKUs big time. So they've dropped Stellum. That's gone. Let's see. When I was in Scotland in 2022, we had an MG rental, which is generic four-door hatchback crossover in China, but it's smart marketing to bring back the brand. Okay, cool. They have zero issues with the Brooklyn. Well, the problem is they got way too expensive. They're having to cut way back on their SKU. They're having to cut way back on their pricing because they don't have a choice. And I really wouldn't be surprised if they went out of business. Unfortunately, for people that work there. But that would not surprise me in the slightest. But, we shall see. A 2-seater Roadster EV. Pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah. It's out of control. There's no doubt. So that's going to be the end of that. You bought one ounce of 112-year-old cognac? That's cool as shit. Take the oldest cognac. The oldest cognac I think I've had is a 80-something-year-old. That was really spectacular. I don't blame you, Spencer. Yeah, it's totally fair. Oh, dude. Peter, that's awesome. I actually have all my Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels and Transformers in my closet in my office. I love those things. I still love Transformers, Hot Wheels, and Matchboxes because they're freaking awesome. Also, really liked Micro Machines. Also cool. Have all those too. And I enjoy still playing with them because I'm a child. Just like Legos, they're also great. $100 Dicko blends at 500 weird one-offs. Burrow was just flat out taking advantage. Oh, there's no doubt about that, Justin. I think that's totally true. Yeah, I remember as a kid. I'll never one of my favorite things as a kid was to take the Hot Wheels. I put like I don't know, probably like 100 of those things together, and then my favorite thing was to take the two of them and ram them together, and that whoever flipped over died, and then the next car went to the next round, and so I had these battles of these cars all the time. It was great. It's a fun game. Says I never wanted to see folks close and lose their jobs, but I'm glad to see Bro closing right. They had way too much out there and never purchased because I never knew what release was worth it. Yeah, and that's fair. Hey, Whiskey Wisdom, good to see you there. You check out Whiskey Wisdom. See, interesting that in the U.S. they call them non-distilled producers. They don't produce. Independent Baller seems like a more honest name for the category. I would agree completely. I guess you have a few independent ballers now that call themselves that, like Lost Lantern and things like that. But you're right. Well, the problem is, it's like you have take MGP, which obviously no problem with MGP. But as far as the concept of it's the same whiskey, 40 different labels, it's not great. Not good. See, always sucks. Yeah, true. No. We can also cut it still and do more single casks. Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't really call them, and I actually I think like what they said the term of course taken was the whiskey maker. I actually think whiskey maker makes more sense considering what they do. Oh, dude, Greg, I totally agree with you. That Tale of Two Islands, I did get a sample of that from Stephanie Bear, who is their head salesperson there. That shit's awesome. That is probably one of the best things Barrel's ever made. I do agree that Tale of Two Islands rum was phenomenal. That's there, and look, some of those the seagrass was really fantastic. Like the regular one for like $70 was a steal. The problem was the gray was 250 and the gold was 500, and that's insane. They were good, they just weren't worth that price. Those are not things you want to get to for Valentine's Day. I mean, you could, but it seems like now. Granted, I know they brought the price way down because they couldn't get rid of the damn things for good reason. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's a good point too, right? Right, Mark. Yeah, it's not a distillery if they don't distill it. Yeah, NDP is a non-distillery produce is pretty stupid when you think about it. Says, I disagree with Temple Whiskey Vault that single barrel picks are essentially independent bottlers. I get there's a small difference, but not much. The Alliance brand is essentially picks. Yes, they are. They are picks in that sense. But at the same time, I guess they're also the ones bottling it themselves, essentially, which is why they're independent bottling it. But I think you're also doing things to it and finishing it there in some cases. In some cases, obviously, you literally are, as you said, picking it and bottling it. So it depends what you're doing with it, I think, too. Yeah, the barrel rum, if you get a hold of that DJ one, it's really good. It's just really hard to find. Says back in the late 60s, says I watched the Hot Wheels Saturday morning cartoon series, like all the cartoons. Dude, you have all those? Oh my gosh. Do you still have those? They're so freaking awesome. The those old bubble cars from the 60s and 70s, those things are awesome. My uncle had those. I remember playing with those when I was a kid. And I know eventually he took them to his house. Because I mean they're worth a bunch of money now. They were really cool. So lots of non-single barrels come in things like Compass Box. Oh yeah, Douglas Lang's really good. I like their stuff. Hunter Lang does the same thing. They're pretty good. I think there's a lot to be said for where you age your barrels. I totally agree, Dustin, because that makes a huge difference. I mean, that's terroir, and it's whether it's the terroir of the soil, the terroir of the aging where the warehouses makes a massive difference. Because if you have it and you distill it in Kentucky or distill it in Texas, and then swap where it's aged, it's gonna taste totally freaking different because of the climate it's in. So that's true. But whatever works. It is interesting to start to see some of them do their own distilleries. Well, it's kind of like the hell is it? Gordon MacPhail is going away and done that. It has their own distilleries now, which I liked all the Gordon MacPhail. Now, obviously, there were good ones and bad ones, and that's any independent baller. But there are some really spectacular Gordon MacPhails I've had over the years. Oh, too bad. I have every single one of my Hot Wheels still in the other room, but in cases they're still sitting in their cases that they had that came in the Hot Wheel. It's kind of like a not leather. It's a like a soft plate. We call it like a foam, I guess, plastic thing, and it covered it, and those are cool. Arden hose Douglas. I think it's right. I think you're right on that. Pretty sure. It's either Hunter Lang or Douglas Lang. It's one of the two. Which I know that's the same family. They broke off from each other. But typical things that go on in the Scotch world. But good times to the way. Probably all my Star Wars action figures. Oh, those are worth a ton. Yes, Hunter Lang is different than Douglas Lang. Two different companies. I'm gonna bet. a lot of these distilling ones are going to fail. Probably. It says, by the way, is anyone in Phoenix at the end of the month? It's Arizona Cocktail Weekend. Lots of class station releases, drinks, parties. Oh, there you go. So anybody's in the Phoenix area? There you go. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, I'll probably go here for about another 5 minutes or so, and then have to do some other fun stuff. Look at 30. Wow. I was for 30 years until COVID came along. Around 30,000. Holy shit, Mike. That's amazing. Shit. I thought I had a lot. I had like 100. That's awesome. Wow. Yes, correct. Right. Exactly. Hunter and Douglas were the brothers and sons. The founded split. Right. Exactly. So did you see the Ardbeg? I have not seen it, Edison, but I know Andy was mentioning it's come way down in price, which is good. I have still a bunch of old Hot Wheels somewhere in a carrying case. I got some Matchbox cars, including the Man from Uncle. Ooh, very cool. And a James Bond car. Awesome. Buy tickets online. Okay, cool. Gordon McPhail is doing great things with Ben Romick. Okay, good to know. Cool. And don't even get me started on all the old baseball cards I could have retired on that used to make cool noises riding my bike. I have all those too in the other room. I have like, I don't know, 10,000 baseball cards in the other room, which is pretty cool. New Arbok sounds a lot awesome if they keep it around 100, but we'll see. Not to confuse with Clubber Lang. There you go. That's funny. Yeah, should be on 100. Yeah, that would be good. What's the ABV going to be on? Like 52? Or are we talking lower than that? I mean, I'm okay if it's like that. I mean, obviously I prefer it higher, but, it is what it is. Yeah, 52.5. Okay, that's about where they've been. Yeah, and I'd be all right with that. Brio trains. Those are worth a lot. My brother sold his on eBay and got a pretty good chunk of change. Yeah, Brio trains were awesome. Those things were made so freaking well. My brother played those forever. Those are awesome. Oh, those are cool. So glider and plate construction. Jerry Rice would get nice. I think some of my best ones are like Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, Ken Griffey Jr. I got those. Derek Jeter, things like that. My dad's got freaking Pete Rose rookie cards, which somewhat those things are amazing. That thing's got that. He's got several other like pretty predominant players that are from the 70s and 60s in there, which is pretty cool. I think his oldest set's like 50 not tops, like 1959, something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. People used to put baseball cards in their tires to make that click muffler sound. Yep. Oh, yeah. I fully understand that. I used to do how hunting on base. Plenty of those base only balls. What that WA grape tag? Damn straight, Mark. That tax is insane. They're releasing a 17.4%. Yeah, that's a valid point on that too. I hope it's closer to barbecue than Scorch. Hopefully on price, I agree. Maybe they've had a few. Haven't found those yet. Okay. Yeah, I know. God, there's also who I was trying to think who else was in there. I was just like I said, I've got every Topps card from 1990. I think 19. Not 90. I got older than that. Maybe 86. Like I think about 86 through about 2000. Because I went and bought everything I could find, plus the collector sets and all the other crazy shit. And then I went to college and I stopped collecting. But I remember getting my allowance from my parents. It was like I get $1 a week, and it was great because you could buy 2 packs for 50 cents. For I think there were 15 packs, but for $1.08, you could get the 34 pack. So I was always buying the 34 packs. This was a better deal. Yeah, the Starbucks set pre-release balls was huge. In UK, supposed to review them. Data rates also got one. Okay. Yeah, ship them to the US. That would be great, right? True. I have a few Pete Rose rookies. Nice. Oh yeah, you got Ryan Sander, Barry Bonds. Yep, yep, got those. That's cool. Very nice. Yeah, it's funny because you look at those old tops cards and like the Pete Rose one. This I think this I can't remember the other three guys. Same with the Mike Piazza card. There's three or four guys in the card with him. It's hilarious. Now the funniest part about Mike Piazza being the fact is he was drafted. I want to say 68th round. Only reason he got drafted was Tommy Lasorda was his godfather. Like just take him. He'll be and then nothing gonna happen. Of course, now he's a freaking Hall of Famer. I mean, so, I don't think we're a whole hell of those. I don't know what they're worth, but I figure at this one they're probably worth something fairly decent. So, I am in DFW, which are the Whiskey Castles in Hearst, which is about 10 minutes from DFW Airport. Oh yeah, your taxes are insane, Mark. I don't know how to understand anyone could ever possibly afford liquor where you live. So Battle cards until they made rookie cards limited and the packs went to 10 packs. So, yeah, I agree, Dustin. That's what pissed me off. Well, the other problem is then they went to like 10 only go to 10 things. Then they went to like $2 a package and all this bullshit with like Upper Deck and Fleer and Donruss and all that crap. And I'm like, now it took the fun out of it for me. Plus, you got to get the gum. The gum was always good. I remember I was collecting, I was going to baseball shops and like nobody gave a shit. I'm buying these 1980s baseball packs at like Kmart and just whatever random ass stores I'm finding them at. And you still got the gum in them. They're from the early 80s. So of course, what did I do as a good cousin? I gave it to all my other cousins because I'm a nice guy like that. I said, oh, here's some gum from 10, 15 years ago. You're welcome. You find your old cassette tapes. I had with my with your LPs all on, but the cassettes, the 80s kid. Yeah. God, I mean, I have a few cassettes. I assume they all still work. LPs, I only got a handful of those. I know my mom's got all hers. The crazy thing is now what they want for them is insanity. They want like 40 fucking dollars for a record. I'm like, no. Oh yeah, that powder set gum. Oh yeah. Early to mid 90s cards prices jumped when Upper Deck and others came in. Yeah, totally agree, David. It's insane. Hey there, Bourbon. Good to see you. If you guys haven't checked out Whiskey Unsaid, go check out Bourbon. Another fun, great guy. Oh, you grew up in Lancaster. Okay, cool. So you know exactly all about the goody goody then. So I gave all my country cards to the owner of the hottest nightclub in our area, and me and my friends could get in no line, wait, and drink for free. Probably a good trade, DJ11. To be really honest with you. And don't forget now, if you think your card is graded, it's worth it. Isn't right now? If your card isn't graded, it's worthless. Okay. Oh, you mean it's got to go to like one of those asinine shops and all that bullshit? Yeah, fuck that. Hmm. Yeah, it's craziness. Crazy, crazy. All right, so we're gonna probably do the wrap up here in a couple of minutes. So, like I said, once again, we've got our Texas Independence Day Festival coming up. Should be March 1st. Like I said, we've got at least 6 distilleries coming out there. Should be a fun time. If you are coming, please Uber for the love of God, for obvious reasons. Everybody's going to be, usually we do between standards about 6 to 8 when we do our stuff, and then up to 16 is the most. There's going to be a lot more than that because every distillery is bringing God knows how many whiskeys. I assume between 4 and 6 at least each. So that could be a lot. So just like I said, Uber, that'd be great. Say, nobody wants a card that isn't graded because they're too easy to fake. I guess that's fair. I worked at CVS in Bedford among other DFW Eckers. No shit. That's funny as shit. Was it the CVS on Central and was that, I guess, what Bedford was that Bedford Euless there? Is that the one you worked at by chance? Man, Eckers. I haven't thought of Eckers in years, but yeah, that's wild. Any reviews coming up? If I can get to it, Andy, there will be. I'll try to write bigger reviews than the ones we have tonight and get some better notes for you guys and some stuff. Oh yeah, well, I see Chris all the time. Chris was at the castle on Saturday, and then we were hanging out Thursday, and then a few days prior to that too for some other stuff too. So yeah, no, I see Chris. Yeah, he's a Stranahans too. So no, I see Chris on a pretty regular basis. Probably every lately we've seen him a lot. We've been doing a lot of stuff together, but at least once a month. But sometimes it's 2 or 3 times a month. Just depends what's going on. Yeah, we have a great time together. It's always fun. Holding back Texas the next 2 years. We can look at watch Hatch also. Okay, nice. That works. Oh yeah, you can get Weller here for $20, CJ11. I mean, yeah, Weller Special Reserve is $20. And you can find it fairly easily. There you go, DJ11. Even better. Oh, the one on Pipeline. Okay. All right, I know what that one is. All right, very cool. That works. Too funny. Okay, so okay. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Exactly where that one is. Out there. That one. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Oh, redesign. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, that whole area is it's crazy. The one on pipe, like that whole pipeline area now, because I mean, it goes downhill and downhill and downhill, and now they're revitalizing that whole area. It's getting like some really crazy, expensive, nice stuff over there now. So it's cool. In fact, one of the cool thing over in that area is there's a really awesome steakhouse. That's one of those Brazilian ones, all you can eat, super reasonably priced. But so it's the hell is it called? Fuzza Gaucho or something like that? It's awesome. Yeah, gentrification. Yeah, exactly. But the crazy thing is, back in the day, that part of Bedford and Hearst and that whole area, like that was the main drag in like the 50s. Like, because none of like where I live in, this was all fields. None of this crowd, like South Lake, Hollyville, Grapevine, there was nothing. I mean, Grapevine's been there forever, but Grapevine didn't get nice until early, like late 90s, early 2000s. It got nicer, and still, even when most of the time when I went to school, it was just a shithole. But really, it's the later 2000s when the wine industry started picking up big time. That's when it got way better, and all the wineries started going in on Main Street. So, and now, of course, it's insanely nice. It's now the Christmas capital of Texas, and it's nuts. It's beautiful, but it's nuts. And you should stay the hell away from that Christmas time because it's crazy. It's Barry Snyder, Lancaster, Denton, Duncanville, Preston Road. Wow. Man, you were all over the damn place. Holy crap. That works. No, I don't want my children to set a timer. It's scary. Says those Brazilian takeouts look fun. Don't eat all day for. Oh yeah, definitely don't eat all day. Go at the lunchtime because it's the same menu but for like half the price, and it's phenomenal. Like yeah, if you love steak and chicken and sausage and stuff like that, lamb, oh so freaking good. Okay, living at Phoenix when it works at Cubis. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can't go to eat anymore. Lost so much weight. My stomach has shrunk too much. Andy, in all reality, it's not a bad thing. So good night, everyone. I've been getting a phone call a few minutes from my buddy in Texas. It's been fun. Till next time. Shalom to everyone. Good night, Mr. Mom. Appreciate you being here. Exactly, J1. Meat. It's what's for dinner. Like beef. It's delicious. Yeah, we usually try to go like once a year for our anniversary or something. But you can only, like you said, you can only eat so much freaking meat. It is delicious though. But yeah, it's kind of like, but it's sadly, and this is I think in general, buffets are not what they used to be. It's one of the ones that are still to me worth it is the Brazilian steakhouses. But like CC's, that shit's nasty. And you used to have a lot of those like what the hell, like Luby's and Furs and Golden Corral. What the hell was some of those other ones? Like was it Ryan's or some shit? I mean, most of them are out of business now. They're just not good. I mean, it's funny. It's a kid, they were great. You go back as an adult, you're like, oh my god, this stuff is nasty. How the hell did I ever ate this crap? I'll never know. But when you were partying all night and you just needed stuff to soak up alcohol, it was fantastic. I have not had it yet. I've heard of it. It came out, but I have not had it nor seen it. Okay, you love it. Okay, good to know. I'm glad to hear it's good. And I've not tried the new Redbreast 18. Very cool. The Rhine is my old hometown, was now a dialysis business. Lovely. There was another one in Nacogdoches. What was it called, Mesquite or something? Oh, there was one of the ones we used to go to when my wife was in college that we would go to the Hot Biscuit. It was this like truck stop slash buffet place out on the highway. And if you went there at midnight on like Friday nights, they had all you can eat breakfast, but it was like breakfast food, but then it would also include, of course, obviously hot biscuits, like chicken nuggets and just like other random ass shit for breakfast. And it was good. I worked in Lufkin, nice. Alice, Houston, Cleveland, Sealy, Vernon, several stores in Louisiana. Okay, very cool. So good at chocolate bomb in all the right ways. I think it's better. Really? That's saying something. Now, like old school 21 Redbreast DJ 11 or like new 21? Because like old school 21 was phenomenal. Like had all the beautiful tropical fruits of like old Irish. Or because those, like the old cream color box, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Oh man, old school 21. Holy crap! Is Donald still here? Or is he gone? I'd love to know what Donald thinks of it. If he's had it yet or not. I don't know if he has or he may be. I know he was here earlier, but oh, the PX modeling. Oh, it's really good. Next time, Andy, remind me. I've got one of those. That thing's off. The PX is excellent. That's one of the better new ones for sure. Yeah, that's good stuff. I didn't try the Missouri Oak because they wanted $200 for it. I'm like, I didn't think the Kentucky was all that great personally, so I wasn't one to try the Missouri one, especially not for $200. I'm like, you can keep it for that. But that's that. So oh well. So I still have that and about 2 glasses of the old school Redbreast. Oh God, you have the old maroon box, like 2016 priors. Oh, those were good because the new ones suck compared to it. Okay, glad I didn't try that one. It was not great. Yeah, I kind of figured that since I didn't think Kentucky was very good, or it just wasn't special. It was like meh. Oh God, you have those shit. I have like a half ounce left. I stuck in a sample bottle and hid for myself for someday when I really need it. Yeah, that stuff's phenomenal. I wish I hadn't finished that bottle. I wish I just bought another one because when I bought the replacement one, oh, that blue one sucks. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Donald, have you had the new 18 year at all by chance? Yeah, 215. Yeah, fuck that. No. Because DJ's saying the new 18 is phenomenal. So I was wondering if you had it or not. I did get my first for Cullen. Shit was really good. I was very happy with it. So finally got to try that. Ugh, good times. The team's not worth the price. Okay. So what's the price on the new? I didn't it like pretty high. I didn't like $400, something crazy. It says the 18 to 22 Redbreast 12 weren't good, but the most recent ones were solid. I don't think I've tried any of the newer ones, Andy. Like I said, I got a hold of that newer one probably like, I don't know, 19 or so, and I thought it sucked. So yeah. But that's not surprising. Oh, okay. Holy shit. So Mike says the 18 is 221 there, 441 for 21, and 670 for 27. Shit. Those fuckers here. I saw the 27 for 1,000 here. I'm like, I hope you never sell it, because that's insane. $400? Oh yeah, I don't blame you. That's insane. Fuck that. I know it's Canadian, but still. No. Yeah, 221, okay. That's doable. 260 for you, okay. Yeah, that's okay. At least that's more reasonable. Yeah, 400 is nuts. Because that was that trend to about 350 or so, Donald, something like that, US dollars. It's a lot. And like I said, I'm not paying that. That's crazy. I do want to try it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was Total Wines where I saw it like for $1,000. Yeah. Total Wine can fuck off. That's craziness. I'm not paying that. That's nuts. Yeah, that's just so insane. And the first batch was so much better than the second batch. I don't know if they're still in the second batch or then the third or fourth, where the hell they're on now. First batch was pretty damn great. Second batch was meh. But I just can't fathom paying that. Yeah, I totally agree. They lost the plot for price. Well, it's just like Derek Gaelick's out of control too. Same bullshit. What, $500 for the new one? You said it's amazing, and I'm sure you're right. It is, but still, their pricing's gone insane. Yeah, agree. It's not worth it. It's nuts. Because that's fucking crazy town. Yeah, well, I guess maybe one of these things, hopefully one plus for us with the whiskey glut and the whiskey downturn is, God willing, prices come back to some more, standard, reasonable price point than the absurd bullshit we're dealing with now. To say the least, that would be great. But yeah, that's insane. Yeah, 250 for 21, and that's Canadian, so even cheaper, like 200 here or less, is amazing. But 500, hell no. But yeah, same shit. What happened here too? Right, it's like 400 or 500 now for 21. It's crazy. I'm not paying that. That's nuts. Like I said, I gotta sparingly drink the 121 I've got, and that's that. And it is what it is at that point. I think prices will maintain for existing well. The new SKUs that are more reasonable and better, but that'll have to clearance those son of bitches out to get rid of them. Yeah, agreed. 440 for a 21 is way too much. That's stupid. Yeah, not paying that. That's nuts. Yeah, I would definitely skip that insanity. People be crazy. Not people, but the fucking distilleries and their bullshit pricing they have lately displeases me. Let's put it that way. Makes you not want to drink their crap anymore and just boycott their asses. But, such is life. But like I said, at least the triple wood is the triple from Jameson's good for $30. Yeah, you're right. That makes it even worse if that's TW's price. Says, open our red breast 15 last for my birthday. Then about 3 years. Oh yeah, yeah, Mike, that's gonna be good. These folks like think Macallan's gonna be the right way. Whiskey nerds and the general people are running away. Yeah, no. Ask Macallan how that's worked out. They lost quite a bit of market share because of that. Because first of all, the quality's out there. It used to be, man, Macallan was the bomb. And it's just not anymore. Like my old Macallans, dude, those things are fucking stellar. New ones, nah, they're not great at all. Ooh. The reverse PX just came out here and they want 200 for it. Oh, hell no. Dude, I think it was $85 here when it came out, Donald. Fuck that. Oh my gosh. They're just telling you to bend over and take it, apparently. That's crazy. Yeah, no thanks. I said a blind to my new Brush 15 went 0-1. It wasn't even close. Couldn't even believe the difference. It's like 130 or more here. Wow. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I'm sure the 15 is the new and old. I'm sure. Night and day. Just like the 12's night and day. Craziness. All right, we should wrap this puppy up. It's 11:45 and I got stuff to do. So appreciate already being here. Great stream as this evening goes. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to come out for Texas Independence Day here in a few weeks, March 1st. All that good stuff. And we see you guys next week. Cheers.